Hello, dear friends. Welcome to our daily prayer service live on Kardec Video. We are meeting here with gratitude for this beautiful opportunity to connect our hearts and minds. And in this spirit, I invite you to please close your eyes for the opening prayer of our gathering today. Let us close our eyes and open our hearts and minds, connecting with gratitude with God and Jesus, our guide and model, and Mother Mary, and all the beautiful spirits on high that are surrounding us day in and day out to support us in our trials on our blue planet. Thank you for allowing us, via this beautiful platform of modern technology and Kardec Video, to have this opportunity to gather and enriching our souls, our hearts, our minds with an edifying text that will help us elevate ourselves, turning the mirror of our souls and minds towards God, helping this planet and its children to progress. And with this, we ask for permission to begin today's prayer service, and so be it. Dear friends, here we are today. We will be reading a little text from the Gospel according to Spiritism. We will be going to chapter 20. In chapter 20 is a subchapter written by the Spirit of Truth in Paris, 1862. You can find the text on page 327, and it is entitled Workers of the Lord. The time is here for the fulfillment of those things proclaimed for the transformation of humankind. Blessed will be those who have worked in the Lord's field selflessly and with no other motive than charity. Their workdays will be paid 100-fold more than what they expected. Blessed will be those who said to their fellow men and women, "Brothers and sisters, let us work together and combine our efforts so that the Master may find the work accomplished at his coming. For the Master will say to them, 'Come unto me, you who have been good servants, you who have known how to silence your jealousies and discords, so that no harm would come to the work.' But woe unto those who, because of their dissensions, will have delayed the time of the harvest, for the storm will come, and they will be swept away in the upheaval. They will cry, 'Have mercy, have mercy.' But the Lord will say to them, 'Why do you ask for mercy, you who did not show mercy to your brothers and sisters, who refused to offer them a hand, who trampled the weak instead of upholding them? Why do you ask for mercy, you who sought your recompense in the delights of the earth and in the satisfaction of your pride? You have already received your recompense, such as you wanted it. Ask for nothing more. The recompenses of heaven are for those who did not ask for the recompenses of earth. At this moment, God is taking a census of his faithful servants and is taking note of those who only have the appearances of devotion, so that they may not usurp the wages of the courageous servants, because it is for those who do not recoil before their tasks that God will entrust the most difficult positions in the great work of regeneration through Spiritism. And these words will be fulfilled. The first will be last, and the last will be first in the kingdom of heaven. Dear friends, what an appropriate text for today, and actually for always, but particularly today, where we are in this very important shake-up phase on planet Earth. The Spirit of Truth speaks to us, and the Spirit of Truth reminds us to always work selflessly and with charity. With charity means benevolently, with indulgence for other people's imperfections, and always practicing forgiveness. The Spirit of Truth further reminds us to work together always, to cooperate and collaborate. To cooperate and collaborate with each others. The children of this earth are asked to work together and to work together with God, to follow God's will. The Spirit of Truth further reminds us to silence our jealousies and discords, to silence our pride, the pride who gives birth of jealousies and discords. We are further invited by the Spirit of Truth to be courageous servants of God, to be courageous servants of God, to always work for God, to make our to-do list every morning, to see what we can do to work for God, using the gifts that God has given us to use for the good. Let us not look for our recompense among our brothers and sisters. And let us not look for our recompense in the delights of the earth. The Spirit of Truth tells us. The Spirit further invites us to not look for our recompense in the satisfaction of fulfilling our pride. Let us remember, dear friends, that we work for God, and let us live by Jesus' maxim. The first will be last, and the last will be first in the kingdom of heaven. Dear friends, Christ is the spiritual sun of our destinies. Let us press on and do the good. I invite you to close our eyes again, and let us now turn the mirror of our minds and hearts, the mirror of our souls, once again to God, reflecting back the beautiful Christ light, God's light, into our hearts and minds, unifying ourselves with the energy of love coming from on high. And let us with gratitude see that we have feet which help us to do the good, feet that takes us to those who are in need, feet that help us to stay on the straight and narrow. And let us thank God for our hands, the hands that we have to do the good, to prepare nourishing meals with love, to caress our loved ones and animals and pets, hands that heal, hands that help us connect to each other, hands that push the buttons on our computers for further connection and service. Dear God, thank you for the mouth you gave us, the mouth and the tongue, which we vow to use only for the good, to mold words that express patience, kindness, benevolence, forgiveness, love. And thank you, God, for the beautiful 2 ears we have, the ears that will only hear the good, the ears that will help us translate difficult messages into messages of love. And thank you for the ears that allow us to listen to your guidance. Dear God, thank you for our eyes, the eyes that caress, the eyes that smile, the eyes that uplift, the eyes that connect, the eyes that only see the good. Thank you, God, for allowing us to be incarnated at this very moment on planet Earth, to be workers of the last hour, to uplift and support, to love and to nourish, to heal. Thank you, God, for allowing us to meet this afternoon at this auspicious hour, to connect with you in sending our love and light to all those on planet Earth who are suffering the most, and all those who have dedicated their lives to help those who are suffering. Please help us to keep our hearts open so as to always remember to do the good with all the gifts we have received. And with this, we're closing today's prayer gathering. And so be it, dear friends. Thank you so much for joining. I see so many beautiful friends. Carol, thank you for being here. Thank you, Souza and Beth Cruz, Marilda Vega, Daisy Gallen, Vanessa Anceloni. Thank you, dear friends, and God bless you.